The last available retail opportunity is an unoccupied retail space in the newly developed Shude bus station. The space itself is grey, vast and bland. It is what Auger describes as a non-place, a place where people are in transit, a very impersonal place. The group consists of 9 MA Art and Design students who have been thrown together to work as a team in producing an art project in response to the space at the bus station. Coming from 6 different disciplines, we have all approached the project from our own perspective, bringing different skills and experiences to the table. Nevertheless, we found the rawness of the space was initially uninspiring. It was more the idea of creating a narrative and exploring the possibilities of interaction with the public that excited us. We began the research process using a simple mind mapping exercise, which threw out some main areas to look at in more detail. Journeys, recording journeys and mapping. Regeneration of the area before and after. History of Shude Hill, prisoners, bringing outsiders back into Shude Hill to use the space again. Gifts. For example, what would you bring to Shude Hill for somebody else to take away as a gift? And a fun element, with opportunities for participation. Having collated information and researched these areas, we decided it was necessary to re-examine the title, the last remaining retail opportunity at Shude Hill bus station, and so we became interested in the retail aspect. What does it mean if we really think about it? It was decided that we should go back to the bus station in order to reshape our ideas. Whilst there, we asked ourselves questions again about the implications of an actual last retail opportunity and came up with some key words: empty, unfulfilling, and retail lie. We also realised, whilst we were there, that there were 2 very distinct ideas emerging and that it might be more productive to divide the team into 2 smaller groups. One group were concerned with building the environment, the other concentrated on the element of seduction. The idea of the last available retail opportunity is an untruth. There is never a last available retail opportunity, just as there is never a last chance to buy something advertised in a retail space. There are so many opportunities to consume, we are blinded by choice. At this time of year, retail is at its most persuasive. As Christmas approaches, people panic buy items for loved ones in an attempt to fulfil the gift-giving obligation. The most aggressive form of persuasion comes in the form of advertising so often found on packaging. We therefore decided that the empty box would be the symbol for the emptiness of consumerism. And in order to emulate the idea of advertising, we would make the outside of the space appear to be inhabited and exciting, to seduce people into entering what was essentially an empty space. The only thing to be found inside our retail space would be empty boxes, a symbol of the unfulfilled consumer. The event took place on the 8th of December 2006. Just 3 weeks of Christmas shopping left. We put on our own version of a Christmas sale inside the space and invited the public to allow us to provide gift solutions. This was a really important part of the project, as we were keen to see how people would react to the illusion it had created. As part of the evaluation process, we recorded people's reactions to the event. We did this with the use of video, photography, observation, interview and written worksheets.
It's quite intriguing. Actually, it reminds me of people who haven't got nothing in Africa. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've got no money, no food. Like, you have empty boxes in there, so it just reflects on them, really. And the usual, really. I hate Christmas. I hate the whole idea about all this commercial Christmas stuff. You know, to me it's supposed to be a time for family and friends, and it shouldn't actually be commercialised than it is now. So Christmas is all about consuming stuff nowadays rather than, you know, having a good time. It's all about presents and presents and more presents, you know what I mean? And everything we will announce.
What do you think about the visuals inside?
The visuals inside? Quite empty really, isn't it? That's the way it should be. Boxes. Come on, I'm just taking a piece now. I'm not being...
It doesn't look real outside, does it? No.
No, just do what you want.
No, I think the flyer is very slick and very quite enticing, really. And then you get here, and this looks quite interesting, but it's not things for sale. So if it was me that had come, I'd be a bit. I suppose I would be interested, but I think some punters might be a little bit frustrated if they were coming here anyway. But that's the nature of shopping as well, isn't it? No, I think visually I think it really looks quite interesting, and the things outside. I like it inside, I think, more. But
So what is it doing here? You're selling something?
Sorry?
What are you making something?
No, we're not selling anything now. It's an artwork.
We wanted to create a space that represented meaningless consumerism at Christmas time. As the final event was simply a test of our ideas, Group D viewed this project as a work in progress, in that the event provided a means of exploring both our own responses and those of the public to the idea of consumerism and the last available retail opportunity. Although many viewers thought the work did fulfil the criteria that we set ourselves, we were surprised at how many people used the words fun, festive and light-hearted to describe the space. This could have two meanings. One, that we did not completely succeed in creating a space that demonstrated the emptiness of a consumerist culture, or two, that people are so used to equating consumerism with Christmas time that they are unable to separate the two ideas. At this point, we consider the project a success. However, given more time, we would tackle the project in a similar way, but with a more physical, hands-on approach to research. This is because we found that working together to create something physical helped us to bond as a team and enable us to interact more effectively.